A goodly day not to keep house. Hail thou, fair heaven, good morrow to the sun. No prouder lives have we, boys.
Hail heaven.
Hail heaven.
Now for our mountain sport. Up to yon hill. Your legs are young, I'll tread these flats. This life is nobler than attending for a check, nothing for a babe.
Out of your proof we speak. We poor unfledged have never winged from view of the nest, nor knows not what errs from home.
What should we speak of when we are as old as you? When we shall hear the wind and rain beat dark December? How in this our pinching cave shall we discourse the hours away? We have seen nothing.
How you speak. Did you but know the art of the king's court? As hard to leave as to keep. Toil of the war, a pain that only seems to seek out danger in the name of fame and honor, which dies in the search. Cymbeline loved me. When a soldier was the theme, my name was not far off. One night a storm or a robbery, call it what you will, shook me, undid me, and left me bare.
Certain favor.
My fault being nothing, as I have told you oft, but the two villains whose false oaths prevailed before my perfect honor swore to Cymbeline I was a confederate with the Romans, so followed my banishment, and these 20 years this rock and these domains have been my world. But up to yon mountain, and he that strikes the venison first shall be lord of the feast. How hard is it to hide the sparks of nature? Those boys know little they are sons to the king, or Cymbeline dreams that they are alive. They think they are mine. Hark, game is roused. O Cymbeline, heaven in my conscience knows thou didst unjustly banish me, whereon at 3 and 2 years old I stole these babes, thinking to bar thee of succession. Thou unjustly bereft me of my lands. The game is up.
Thou told me when we came from Horse the place was near at hand. I longed my mother so to see me first as I have now. Pisanio, man. Where is Posthumus? What is in thy mind that makes thee stare thus? Wherefore breaks that sigh from inward of thee? What's the matter? Why tenderest thou that paper to me with a look untender? If the summer new, smile to it before. Winterly, thou needst to keep that countenance still. My husband's hand. That drug damned Italy, thou crafted him, he's at some hard point. Speak, man! Thy tongue may take off some extremity, which to read would be even mortal to me.
Please you read, madam, and you shall find me, wretched one, being the most disdained of fortune.
Thy mistress, Pisanio, played the strumpet in my bed. The testimonies whereof lies bleeding in me. I speak not out of weak surmises, but from proof as strong as my grief and as certain as I expect my revenge. That part thou, Pisanio, must act for me, if thy faith be not tainted with the breach of hers. Let thine own hands take away her life. She'll give the opportunity at Milford Haven. She hath my letter for the purpose. Whereas thou fear to strike, and to make me certain it is done, thou art the pander to her dishonor, and equally to me disloyal.
What need I draw my sword? The paper had cut her throat already. No, 'tis slander whose edge is sharper than the sword, whose tongue outvenoms all the worms of Nile, whose breath rides on the posting winds and doth belie all corners of the world, kings, queens, and states, maids, matrons, nay, all the secrets of the grave this viperous slander enters. What cheer, madam?
False to his bed. What is it to be false? To lie and watch there and to think on him? To weep twixt clock and clock? If sleep charge nature to break it with a fearful dream of him and cry myself awake, that's false to his bed, is it?
Alas, good lady.
Aye, false. Thy conscience witness, Iachimo, thou didst accuse him of incontinency. Thou then looks like a villain. Now methinks thy favor is good enough. Some jay of Italy, whose mother was her painting, has betrayed him. For I am stale, a garment out of fashion. And for I am richer than to hang by the walls, I must be ripped to pieces with me then. All men's vows are women's traitors.
Good madam, hear me.
Posthumus, thou wilt lay the leaven on all proper men. Goodly and gallant to be false and perjured from great fail. Come, fellow, be thou honest. Do thou thy master's bidding. When thou seest him, a little witness my obedience. Look, I draw the sword myself. Take it and hit the innocent mansion of my love, my heart. Fear not, 'tis empty of all else but grief. Thy master is not there, who is indeed the riches of it. Do his bidding. Strike. Thou mayst be valiant in a better cause, but now thou seemst a coward.
Hence, vile instrument, thou shalt not damn my hand.
Why, I must die. And if I do not by thy hand, thou art no servant of thy master's. Against self-slaughter, there is a prohibition so divine, it cravens my weak hand. Prithee dispatch. The lamb entreats the butcher. Thou art too slow to do thy master's bidding when I desire it too.
Oh, gracious lady, since I received command to do this business, I have not slept one wink.
Do it, and to bed then.
I'll wake mine eyeballs first.
Wherefore then didst undertake it? Why hast thou abused so many miles with a pretense? This place, mine action and mine own.
But to win time, to lose so bad employment, in the which I have considered of a course. Good lady, hear me with patience.
Talk thy tongue weary. Speak. I have heard I am a strumpet, and mine ear therein false struck can take no greater wound nor tent to bottom that. Speak.
Then, madam, I thought you would not back again.
Most like bringing me here to kill me.
Not so neither, but if I were as wise, as honest, then my purpose would prove well. It cannot be but that my master is abused. Some villain, I, and singular in his art, has done you both this cursed injury.
Some Roman courtesan.
No, on my life. I'll give but notice you are dead, and send him some bloody sign of it, for 'tis commanded I should do so. You shall be Mr. Court, and that will well confirm it.
Good fellow, what shall I do the while? Whereby? How live? And in my life, what comfort when I am dead to my husband?
If not at court, then not in Britain must you bide?
Where then? At Britain, all the sun that shines. There's livers out of Britain.
I am most glad you think of other place. The ambassador, Lucius the Roman, comes to Milford Haven tomorrow. Now, if you could but disguise that which to appear itself must not yet be but by self-danger, you should tread a course pretty and full of view, yea, haply near the residence of Posthumus.
Though peril to my modesty, not death, aunt, would adventure.
Well then, here's the point. You must forget to be a woman. Change command into obedience, fear and niceness, the handmaids of all women, or woman, its pretty self, into a waggish courage, ready in jibes, quick answered, saucy, and as querulous as the weasel.
Nay, be brief. I see into thine end and am almost a man already.
For thinking this, I have already fit 'tis in my cloak bag, doublet, hat, hose, all that answer to them. Would you, in their serving, and with what imitation you can borrow from youth of such a season, for noble Lucius, present yourself. Tell him wherein you are happy, doubtless with joy he will embrace you. For he's honourable and, doubling that, most holy. You have me rich, and I will never fail, beginning nor supplement.
Art all the comfort the gods will diet me with. Prithee, away. There's more to be considered, but we'll even all that good time will give us. This attempt I am soldier to, and will abide it with a prince's courage. Away, I pray you.
Well, madam, we must take a short farewell. Here is a box. I had it from the queen. What's in it is precious. If you are sick at sea or stomach qualmed on land, a dram of this will drive away distemper. Do some shade and fit you to your manhood. May the gods direct you to the best.
Amen. I thank thee.
Press the like button. Press it. Subscribe. Patreon.